What if I told you, despite this uncharacteristic L last night, Oklahoma City Thunder in the year of our Lord 2025 are having potentially the best season of all time? Let's start off with the most conducive stat there is, net rating. The Oklahoma City Thunder from 2024-2025, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren in and out of the rotation, are the second best team in the history of basketball based on that metric. In fact, they were right there. They just fluctuated a little bit. So they could potentially surpass the 96 Bulls that went on to be, the greatest team of all time? They're right neck and neck. And another thing that I find really jarring is the fact that, if you recall, back in the day, the Warriors wouldn't just beat teams. They would decimate them. And look at Oklahoma City Thunder right again in the midst of historic company. Once again, double-digit wins are pretty conducive, and they're right there again. And I think I picked this up from February, but Oklahoma City Thunder, 20 games ago, were like the best team in history considering margins of victory. So we're talking about potentially the best team of all time prior to going into the playoffs. I'm really terrified for this team. And that's my whole thing. This team is built from players that don't really have the name or recognition. We're talking Jalen Williams, who's, an underdog that managed to become a lottery pick in the last 3 weeks prior to the draft. Chet Holmgren and SGA, yes, but Chet Holmgren is in and out of the rotation because of his injuries, and it's just a roster of really high caliber, high IQ, rotational pieces. And they're matching the 96 Bulls. And people are still arguing about this Jokic SGA MVP. It's a farce. But other than that, there's another thing I want to talk about. And this is the thing that's scaring me right now. This team has to, bare minimum, reach the finals, right? I think we can at least be clear on that. They have to reach the finals to even have a successful season. They cannot go out in the second round. Heck, they can't even go out in a conference final. They have to reach the final, and I would argue they have to win. I don't see any team in the West even coming close to offsetting them. The only team I think Oklahoma City Thunder would have a challenge against, should theoretically reach a potential Game 7 against, are the Boston Celtics. So until then, I don't see how this team doesn't win.